Hello, I've sent this video to newer players like yourself to help you understand the value of upgrading your property as quickly as possible. If you've played this game for any length of time, it's no secret that the private island is far and away the best property in the game. The problem is that a basic private island costs $500 million before you do any upgrades. But the reason I've sent this video to you is because I have a private island rental available well within your budget. If you've never seen my videos before, I work on YouTube under the moniker Torn City Tim. And on this channel, you'll find lots and lots of really good content for Torn. But within the game of Torn, I'm known as Texas Tuber Tim, player ID 3069367. This screen shows the estate agents within Torn City, and you can see here that there are lots and lots of private islands available for rent. However, the total rent amount is probably well outside of your budget. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how you can get a private island rental for as little as $500,000, a fraction of what most of these rentals cost. One of the greatest benefits of a private island rental to a newer player like yourself is the high happy that you'll have as a result of renting. As you can see here, the private island has a base happiness amount of $2,000, while the mansion you might be renting has a base happy of $500. It's that base happy amount that generally determines this number here on the right side of the happy bar. This is called the base happiness because every 15 minutes, despite boosters, candies, and other things you might have used, it will reset back to this amount. As a newer player, higher happiness is absolutely huge for your gains in the gym. I'm going to use this website here, created by Vladder, to give two very specific examples for the purposes of making my point. We're going to assume here that you're a relatively new player using the Premier Fitness Gym with a base happiness from a mansion of 1,000 and that your current stat is 1,000. We're also going to assume that you log in 3 times a day using 150 energy and also once per day take a Xanax, which would give you 250 energy. This is a total of 700 energy used per day. As you can see down here at the bottom, I can set a goal of 2,000 for that stat and then click calculate. The results of this analysis show in this scenario says that it would take you 11 days to get to 2,000 strength. It's worth noting here that the Xanax we assumed you would be using daily would cost you about $800,000. Let's assume instead that you're going to use the private island rental that I have available. That private island rental has a base happiness of 2,250. We're going to leave everything else the same except that we're going to remove the Xanax, and we're only going to use natural energy of 150 3 times per day. And when I scroll down here and click calculate, you can see that I'm going to reach my goal in 8 days. At the time of recording, this private island that I've modeled here in this analysis is available for $500,000 a day, instead of the $800,000 you would have spent for that extra Xanax daily. By spending less money, you're going to reach your gem goals even quicker. It's worth noting here that a lot of people will recommend that you use boosters like candy to boost your happiness. So I'm going to address that as a third possibility. On this spreadsheet, I've listed all the types of candy that are generally used for this purpose. In the case of low-tier candy like a lollipop, we can expect to get 25 happy per item at a cost of roughly $600. This means if we take 48 candies, we're going to get the 1,200 happy we would need to get from a base happy of 1,000 to the happy I'm proposing with the private island of 2,250. And this would cost us $28,800. While this option may be cheaper, it's worth noting here that you could only take 48 of this type of candy once per day unless you've got some unusual faction perks. With all the other candies available, we're going to spend far more than $500,000 per day, in addition to the fact that this temporary boost in happy is going to last for 15 minutes at most. I think we can all agree that $500,000 per day is a lot of money for a newer player. However, I want to point out something else that's significant. The private island that I'm offering includes a private airstrip. As you can see right here, this benefit is going to allow you to get 10 additional items overseas in addition to the fact that you're going to get 30% off your travel times and you'll never pay for flights. At level 15, when you begin to fly, you're going to find this to be extremely beneficial. On top of that, most people will tell you that they're making anywhere from $3 million to $5 million per day by flying. With that $3 to $5 million in daily income, you can easily pay for this $500,000 rental and have plenty of money left over for things like Xanax. If this is something that you might be interested in, please reach out to me. Again, I'm player ID 3069367, Texas Tuber Tim. Thanks for watching, and reach out if you're interested in renting.